Welcome to another episode of the Big Brothers of Destruction podcast. It's the Masaku.
It's your boy, Swag Switch in the building.
And I'm holding the most prestige title in gaming, you motherfuckers. It's the CEO title. Okay, I won this shit.
His Mercedes Moné tribute belt.
Nah, fuck that shit. I heard that bitch is gonna lose some of them belts soon. Hopefully soon. Anyway,
what are you talking? Did you not? I tagged you in the. Well, I tagged you in on the in the wrestling group chat.
About her actually getting a CEO belt.
Someone showed the CEO belt, and Mercedes Moné had eyes on it. Bro, just wait.
She don't even know. She don't even know. She don't need to see mine. That's all I know.
Listen, she's gonna come up in there with her Street Fighter in the Street Fighter tournament.
If she does.
She's about to wax
So
everybody.
help me God, I'm going to look at Jabali and I'm going to ask a couple questions. Because, like, bruh, what are we doing? Anyway.
Listen, all it takes is a couple of feet picks and she's got that belt.
I don't think Jabali's going to do that. Jabali is a man about money. Okay, I'm going to tell you that much. If anything, he's about his money.
About his money? Who else better than Monet?
Man, anyway, could we talk about what has happened in the wacky?
You're the one who brought up the CEO.
Because this is the most prestige title in gaming, okay? And I won it bit. Anyway, so
if anything.
But we gotta talk about Saturday night's main event. But before we kind of get into that, definitely want to go into some of the wacky things that's been going on in wrestling, and you probably got some things you want to talk about too. So while our audience is aware, we're here to review Saturday night's main event. Let's also talk about the wacky stuff.
I mean, we're definitely gonna get into Saturday night's main event, but I'll be honest with you. Number one, when it comes to what's happened this week, like, ain't a whole lot really been going on this week, in my eyes.
Well, you heard about the rumors about the Andrade situation where they're trying to maneuver his non-complete clause to make him come back to WWE.
I've heard some whispers about it. I've been meaning to want to look into it a little bit more, but as we saw in our last podcast, because I gave my opinions on Andrade and his foolishness and how I felt on it. And to keep it short and sweet is the fact that though it's kind of messed up that WWE is holding him by his curtails as they are, at the end of the day, they wouldn't be holding him if he did not do what he did. So he dug his own grave, and now he has to deal with the bed of nails that he has made for himself, and he's got to lay in it. And if WWE is like, hey, listen, you can either, like, you know, not compete for a year and not get paid for a year and stuff, or you could just come back home. Listen.
It
is what it is. Like, you...
Except the Lord of Darkness says you're safe.
Sometimes that's why you gotta read them contracts, bro.
Yeah, no. Allow the evil to guide you. I mean, that literally is that in a nutshell. But that's the situation with that. You've heard all the stuff that's been going on with Jey Uso about the audience really hating him, you know, being in the main event of Saturday night's main event, winning the Battle Royal. He has the most disliked videos in WWE history.
That's the craziest thing to me, because, and it makes me wonder who, like, any other people who I see, like, in my immediate internet presence, everyone's all like, yay, Jey Uso. But then to hear the fact that there are people who are active, I mean, us being some of those people who are all like, because honestly, like, you're not fooling nobody. Like, no one believes that Jey Uso is possibly worth the time to be even in this match with CM Punk.
We knew he was the fall guy.
Of course.
We knew that.
Why
would you not be okay with him being the fall guy? You wanted Punk to win the title.
I mean, because the only other option would have been it's either sit here and watch Jey Uso get beat by Punk, or we sit here and we watch LA Knight get beat by Punk.
You would have hated it more if LA Knight would have got beat by Punk.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
like, I mean, for all intents and purposes, like, everyone I think is kind of sort of justified in the way that they feel, because, like, I mean, they they have. I don't even know if I want, like, I almost don't want to say this, but to a certain degree, it is what it is. And they've kind of sort of been like force feeding us this Oos. You know what I'm saying? They've been force feeding us him.
Well, I mean, yeah, they want him to be as popular as Cena. With the kids and stuff, being there for the kids, because when he cuts his promos, he don't really slur, he slur, but he don't really like use cuss words like that. You know what I'm saying? And he just kind of like he's for the kids. I think that's their goal, is he being for the kids.
And I think they could more easily successfully work within that goal if they just put him back in the mid card.
Honestly, I would rather him be back with Jimmy.
But that makes him not as for the kids as before. I mean,
you can still do the it's us, Oos. Day one, it's just you know what I'm saying?
They'd have to remix the song a little bit. Because like
penitentiary, yeah.
But even with that, because like when him and his brother are together, they have or at least with their more current personas, they're a bit more like, even when they was first came together and they actually had that moment where they was doing their their usual stick, as the Usos kind of thing. It's like they do have that more edgier, not as for kids persona about them.
Yeah.
But it's like outside of their whole little storyline where they got right now, where he's like on this kind of sort of selfish train, being a young Roman or whatever they've been saying about him and all this other stuff. It's like, But at the end of the day, he gives ass promos. His promos are like, it's like he goes out there and
what's up, Oos?
He doesn't know what to say.
I sat here and talked to my mama, Oos. And after talking to my mama, I went to tie my shoes, and I thought about what the tribal chief told me. And he said I gotta do what I gotta do for me. So at the end of the day, 4 letters, 1 word. I'm saying, it's nothing. There's never anything in his promos. It'd be just that.
Bro, it was so painful watching CM Punk
destroy him.
It wasn't even destroy.
Obliterate.
So that's the thing. CM Punk could have, but CM Punk played. You can't sit here and tell me that CM Punk wasn't playing nice.
Oh, absolutely.
See, it's like whenever you like hanging out with your friends and you got that one homie who thinks that they know how to talk shit in a video game.
Chill out, homie.
And then you got your friend who will literally roast everybody, but like when homie thinks he's talking shit, he's all like, "Listen, bro, I'm not going to embarrass you in front of everybody. So I'ma just say, just try hard, do your best." When really, if it was anybody else, he would have came out the side of his neck on him. CM Punk came out there, he's all like, "Listen, bro, we're friends, we're cool," kind of thing. I respect you and whatnot, but just know, I need this belt, and I need it more than you do, and I'm gonna take it, and that's it. And his response was,
he's damn near a dog. It's that wild, bro. It's that like it's cool. Like, don't give me the 4 letters, 1 word. Like that part's cool. But if you actually did a compelling promo with it, something of the level of The Rock back in the day,
that's telling him to reach too high.
I'm just saying, if he did,
you're making him reach.
Well, no, he likes doing The Rock's little, you taking shit from your cousins. He takes most of his moveset is from his cousins.
Now, to be fair, I was about to say his. I mean, yeah, he did take the spear from Roman.
He took The Rock's, It's, but he did the dance shit. But he sometimes still spitting there.
Listen, it's like we say on a regular basis, and it continues to be proven. The wrong Oos got pushed for the main event.
Shit. Didn't I send you that video about that? Somebody said that same shit.
Yeah, no, there was a video that someone else showed.
Yeah.
I mean, before we saw that video, we
were
were already saying
Yeah,
the
we
fact
already
that
saying that shit.
the wrong Oos this whole time has been picked, and it is what it is. But like, honestly, because like when it comes to most of the shows that happened this week, Raw was pretty much just a whole lot of setup and preparation for Saturday night's main event. SmackDown, from what I've heard, because I actually didn't get a chance to watch SmackDown, my VPN was being stupid, and so
You didn't miss much.
But apparently, SmackDown was mostly getting ready for
Saturday night's main event.
I know Jade, she kind of furthered her heel persona situation, which we'll get into that shortly. The whole situation with Jade.
I'm definitely going to ask you about what your match of the night is going to be when it comes to Saturday night's main event, because I'm curious. I'm curious now. If you pick the same one, we brothers for real.
AEW is
AEWing. Did you watch? I didn't even watch.
What?
I didn't watch shit this week. I ain't gonna lie. Dynamite? I ain't watched that either.
Yeah, I watched Dynamite. I watched everything. Literally, the only thing I did not watch was I
take that back. I did watch Dynamite. I take it back. I thought about
it's just that forgettable.
Yeah.
But the only thing I did not watch was SmackDown. And I only didn't watch it because I couldn't watch it on Friday when I could have.
Yeah, same.
My thing was being stupid. And so I had the choice of either watching SmackDown, then watching
main event,
or just watch main event. And I was like, I'll just watch main event.
Yeah.
And then I tried to watch the main event on Saturday because I was out late. I came home. It was like 10 o'clock. I came home, turned main event on. I got like halfway. Actually, no, I did manage to finish the first match. And when the second match started.
Not you hitting the Shaquille O'Neal, bro. Yo. Homie said
and then I tried to wake myself up, started it over.
Bro, you hit the Shaquille O'Neal twice.
I don't blame Saturday Night Main Event though.
It was a good show.
It wasn't Saturday Night Main Event's fault. I was just apparently tired.
Nah, that's crazy. It was a good show though.
So I watched it this morning,
and it's sad too. It's on Peacock and not ESPN. I know ESPN swinging in the wind like what the fuck.
Well, that's also I mean, for the fact of it being actually decent, sure. And for me, I feel as if that Saturday Night Main Event was only decent mostly because of the wrestling aspect of it all. Because I'll be honest, all the matches for that night were really good.
Yeah.
Before I do talk about that, I do want to give a shout out to AEW.
Okay.
The last match of Collision, it was Bandido versus
Bandido
Dorada.
or Brodito?
No, Bandido.
Okay, Bandido. Okay, so
Bandido, and you made me forget his name again.
Dorada or something?
Dorada.
Yeah, Dorada. Okay, Dorada.
AKA
the not Spanish God. I know what you're talking about. He
was the one that was in the Takeshita and Okada match.
Yeah.
He was like,
oh, that guy. Okay, I was thinking about another guy. Sorry. But no, I know you're talking about. Yeah, the guy who in that Takeshita,
made that match worth watching. Correct. So they had a match against each other, and it was for
the ROH title.
The ROH title.
He's still ROH champion.
Yes, sir.
God damn.
This is a Bandido be Bandidoing, bro. Fam, he came out there. The match was amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Like in stereotypical AEW fashion, there was really no rhyme or reason as to why the match was happening, to my knowledge. And I say that because I don't watch Ring of Honor. Okay?
Sadly,
so
it's not as good as it used
there
to be.
could have been something that happened on Ring of Honor which led to this happening, but these two matched luchadors went into this match, and man, I'm talking, they tore the ever-living house down, bro. That match was amazing. freaking, because they're going at it in the very beginning and stuff like that, and then there's this point where, and I don't know, because Bandido, he's been having this issue with his shoulder type thing, and it's like there was a spot that happened out the ring and he fucked his shoulder up. And it looked so bad to the point I thought they was about to stop the match kind of thing. Like they like, it looked like it was really bad.
He's just selling it?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you, because let me put it this way: if it was part of the work, then consider me worked, because he sold that shoulder the whole match after this happened. Because like he came in, like he hurt himself, and like he came in, he's like, "Are you sure you want to keep on?" He's like, "Yeah, no, we're gonna do this." And I'm talking like his shoulder, he was like holding it, bro. He looked like he was really hurt. Match continues, and I'm talking, these guys are out here doing the. Do I need to move my tea?
No. I'm good.
You good? You sure?
I'm good. I'm positive.
All right.
I thought about it because it's the light, and it hits it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's prestige. Continue.
Anyway, so push come to shove, they completely made. If you don't watch Collision for anything, watch that last match.
Okay.
There were relatively decent matches throughout Collision. Megan Bayne and her new tag team partner had their first showing.
Penelope Ford's gone.
She's hurt. She fucked her arm up in that 4-way triple eight whatever tag, that weird tag match that they had. She fucked her arm up, and so now Megan Bayne needed a new tag. Oh, that means you really did not watch AEW.
I told you.
So to back up real quick, because that happened, Megan Bayne was all like, "If anyone thinks they're good enough to stand by my side, and we fight for these titles, then make yourself known."
Did she say that on the Dynamite?
Yes. And then Arena Shafir.
Oh.
Then Arena Shafir shows up, and she's all like, "Well, I'm listening." And then
they're not gonna win though.
And then like fucking the only thing I hated was like fucking, because then goddamn Moxley walks up and he's like standing between them. He's like doing what he's known. He's all like, "Oh." Like, I'm like, Moxley, you don't sit your ass down.
I mean,
bro.
If Megan Bayne wasn't Death Rider, though, that kind of would. I mean, that would be a stupid thing to do.
So they had their match on Collision against I don't remember who they was fighting now, but they didn't look bad. Like, they were straight, fucking dominant, of course. So I'm like,
Tony Storm and Mina are getting that right. You do know that, right?
That is a discussion for a later time.
It is.
Because there's a lot to unpack with the women's title situation. I feel as if we haven't had a chance to really, and it's mostly just because like we've been back to back like main pay-per-views.
Yeah, it's pay-per-views
like
back to
this
back,
whole month kind of thing.
No, last month. We just had first one this month because
it was
a WWE. It was a WWE pay-per-view, then it was an AEW pay-per-view, then it was a TNA pay-per-view, then it was a WWE pay-per-view again. I think.
Yes.
So it's just like,
and then this.
Saturday NXT. Man. Excuse me, the NXT.
That was the NXT.
Then the WWE,
which I mean, it's still in WWE, so you're still right.
Yeah.
But specifically NXT, and then this main event.
Well,
situation.
I don't know. Hunter's saying there's 3 brands.
Anyway, but
that's
like, I still kind of lump Saturday Night Main Event in with October because everything that has happened throughout October
has led to that.
Led to Saturday Night's Main Event.
Well, let's talk about it. So since we hear about Saturday Night's Main Event, let's talk about the matches we have. And the first one was Cody versus Drew. What are your thoughts?
So my first thoughts are the fact that, number one, Saturday Night Main Event was 1,000% completely predictable, and nothing completely interesting truly happened from just an original standpoint as far as story and progression.
Oh, we definitely gonna get on that next match, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it.
And so that's just the thing I'm going to say on the top of this whole thing. Everything that happened tonight was 100 times 100% predictable.
Can we talk about how Drew is now 2-9 for title matches?
So you got the numbers.
They said that. They literally said it. He is 2 for 9 now. Title matches. He's only won 2 title matches.
But the crazy thing is, with the way... So, after I said what I said, taking all of that part out of it, the match wasn't bad.
Drew is an amazing heel right now.
I think
he is so goddamn good.
This is probably, of the matches that him and Cody Rhodes have had right now, like this has been the best one.
Story wise, yeah.
And so this was a good match. But like it does kind of, and it's funny because as you see, I got my Claymore shirt on. But it's like
Big Daddy, it's crazy.
Yeah, Big Daddy Claymore, my boy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is what it is.
All right.
But
no pause? All right, crazy. Anyway,
fast forward. But the match was good. I will say though, I did not expect the way the ending went down.
Yeah, the ending felt very anticlimactic. Also, by the way, did you see how his head hit the side of this shit? He hit that side plate.
Yes, listen. That the dropping him on the, so it's what I would say is like I won't say it was anticlimactic, but it definitely did the thing where now I see how they're going to keep this feud going on. And now I'm seeing...
You used my head and hit me with the title belt and got the DDT. You know, some shit like that. Yeah.
It's not terrible. If you can just put a little bit more of a Scottish accent to it, that would be on point.
I don't even know how to do Scottish.
The way you have to literally just listen to it and then just like,
yeah, I feel like it's one of those accents like when you if you listen to him and I'm not gonna be disrespecting him, but at least got this part down, you know, all that shit. But anyway,
but like I know, but with the way that this one ended, it's like, okay, so Cody Rhodes obviously wins. But there's now going to have to be a third match because now, first time, Drew complained about the fact that the referee did what they did. Now, this time, he's going to complain about the referee did not see the fact that Cody dropped him on the title and all this other stuff. So I feel at this point, though he brought it in, but he's not going to talk about that part. He's going to tell us like he cheated, and all this other stuff. And so now... I'm feeling probably for Survivor Series, we're going to get some kind of no holds barred, you know.
Well, I know WWE is trying to like really find where their WarGames matches are coming from because originally it was supposed to be CM Punk and Seth's teams, but then that's scrapped. So they're talking about like the YS6 versus the MFTs.
Oh yeah, YS6 versus the MFTs is obviously what's going to be the WarGames right now.
Which the part is like they've only done the standoff, so they got to kind of start doing some more stuff to build up for November because it's literally like what 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, which I think is why they've been like trying to slow burn, and now that this is passing, we're in November. Mm-hmm. I'm almost willing to put cash on the fact that on SmackDown SmackDown is when they're going to make the move to really start setting it up.
They got 3 weeks
because like
to make it make sense.
So I'm sure they'll do it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Then we got to find a women's WarGames match that makes sense.
I really hope not.
They got to because you know they got to.
We don't need.
See, here's the thing, and this is the thing, that problem that really gets me too, because Hunter says, I'm tired of having themed pay-per-views. Yeah, we've had how many WarGames pay-per-views now?
Well, so here's the problem. Because there's always been themed pay-per-views, and it's like WarGames Survivor Series, for all intents and purposes, it's literally combining
2 pay-per-views.
It's combining 2 pay-per-views together. And so, because once upon a time, Survivor Series, way back in the day, that's all Survivor Series was. It was just a series of 5-man tag matches.
Well, what I'm talking about is more so he hated like Hell in a Cell because it forces you to always have a Hell in a Cell match there. And he feels like a match like that should be for situations. Yet, we've had a WarGames match every Survivor Series now.
But
you know what I'm saying? That kind of contradicts his thing.
I don't think it completely, because like with the Hell in a Cell match, 100%, I agree. That makes sense, and I'm 100% with that. It does not need to be a pay-per-view. It just needs to be a match. And it's like, that's like with the Elimination Chamber. Like, I'm like half and half with the Elimination Chamber. I kind of feel the Elimination Chamber in the same way I look at with War Games, because it's such a spectacle match and you can make it have its own meanings. Because, like, for instance, Elimination Chamber is someone's way to being able to go to WrestleMania to have a match. Mm-hmm. And the only other way you can get to go to WrestleMania is to go through the Royal Rumble kind of thing. And so the person who wins the Elimination Chamber after the Royal Rumble winner picks whatever title that they want, I guess, is then Elimination Chamber winner gets the other title. Or I actually don't know who gets to pick which. Or actually, no, I think back.
Royal Rumble, you get to pick. Survivor Series is whoever.
You mean Elimination
Chamber is whoever
is for a specific belt.
Yeah, a specific belt. Either way,
but even then, though, to the main thing that you were talking about, I think having Survivor Series War Games is fine, because there's no real reason to have War Games at any other point in the year. You know what I'm saying?
True, but it's still again, like he said before, there should be matches that make sense, because like we just said, there's gonna have to be a woman's version now. There's nothing squad wise that would justify a woman's match, but you're gonna see one.
Now I would say that just because we have the match doesn't mean guys and girls need it.
But they're going to,
yeah. Sure. And it's like, maybe they'll make the women's one be for some particular purpose. Because right now there is nothing happening in the women's division that would warrant a
women's War Games.
A women's War Games. Kind of like because like Blood and Guts is just War Games without a cage.
Yeah.
And it's like,
well, it's a cell, actually. Blood and Guts, I think it's a cell.
No, Blood and Guts, they don't have anything. It's just
it's a cage situation. Because I remember the last one I saw was when MJF pushed Chris Jericho on a pad, went out on a cage.
I don't remember that now.
Yeah, he obviously fell on a pad. It was as obvious.
But
anyway.
But it's like
we completely went off topic here, by the way.
But when it comes to like the way that those kind of matches work, I feel as if for the one time of the year type situation, because of the theatrics of those kind of matches, it makes sense why it's at this particular point. Because once again, when you talk about the themed pay-per-views, that's, for all intents and purposes, they just added an extra bit on top of the original theme of Survivor Series.
Yeah, 5-man.
But with Survivor Series before, like in the past, it was just people would just pick teams and they would fight. And then they stopped doing it for a very long time, and Survivor Series became a who gives a fuck pay-per-view. And then they brought back the teams when it was like, because they used to be Survivor Series SmackDown versus Raw kind of thing. And then they even did that with NXT versus whatever. Yeah. And so it's like, now with the War Games piece, there is a particular merit, and because they have these teams, sure. Now, once again, I will say the fact that like, we don't need a woman's one unless they're just going to, unless they can figure out a story to make it make sense why these 10 women are going to fight each other for the War Games.
Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and then you're gonna probably have the Kabuki Warriors on one side, maybe, and then we'll find out 3 later on. So back to the Drew and Cody match. I feel like the storytelling was there in the beginning. I was surprised that we broke an announcement table in the first fucking match of the night. But it was a match at the end of the day. Like, you can't really complain about it. I think Cody actually only hit 1 crossroads, didn't he?
I think so.
I think for once he actually just hit 1. But I think because the belt is the most strong and protected item in wrestling, I hope, always. It made sense if I hit you with this belt and I hit you with a finisher. It should be good.
Well, yeah, he hit the finisher on the belt.
Yeah. So no, he I don't think he hit on the belt. He only
Oh,
hit
he
DT.
DDT.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was the thing. But obviously the continuation of the feud is going to happen. To me, it was like, what's the point of this match? You know, they tried to do the whole American Dream thing with Drew and all that kind of stuff. Which, by the way, Booker T, if you're going to glaze like Wade Barrett glaze. That's okay glazing. That is okay glazing. Because we was talking about, of course, Drew McIntyre is the American Dream. He came from the bottom. Like, it was glazing, but it wasn't like, all right, man, just chill the fuck out. You're doing too much.
Listen, Booker T is going to do what Booker T want to do.
Wrestle Talk says that Booker T is the worst commentator currently in WWE.
Well, that's their opinion.
I will agree with this opinion, though.
Hey.
Watch me pop my neck, man.
I mean, you can say that that's not a...
Oh, yeah, man.
You can say that's not the CEO money Miss Monet type.
Oh, yeah, man.
And people can say whether if it's true or not.
Uh-huh.
So it is what it is.
Oh, yeah. But, Shucky ducky quack quack. Anyway, next match, which I was... You know that moment when you got to face the music?
Mm-hmm.
And had to face the music. And here's the thing, too. They still try to make Tiffy strong with the whole knee shit. Like, she couldn't just lose clean.
Yeah.
Now, I was like,
I don't know where you're going with this, bro.
Because it was like, okay, if you're going to make if you're going to make Jade strong, doing this whole knee situation, because, like, you know, Tiffy's beaten her like 3 times now. So, yeah, that makes sense. But it was like, to me, I feel like it devalued the win because it was definitely a squash match, pretty much.
Yeah, well,
and I like the fact that it was almost a squash match.
Listen.
Because that's how Jade should have been doing it.
So, with your saying about the whole devaluing piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
My response is we devalued Jade a long time ago.
Ooh, I mean,
okay.
I mean, yeah, but the heel turn, it's supposed to change her.
Yes, and you know how it changed her? She attacked Tiffany on SmackDown, busted up her leg, and because Tiffany is so prideful, she's going to go into that match hurting and limping and lose.
Yeah.
And so that's why Jade now has the title, because she did the heel thing and she got the cheap win because obviously she wasn't going to get it done any other way. She even admitted herself. She admitted it herself.
Damn.
Listen, fam, when y'all had Jade Cargill lose clean the first time, I stopped caring.
Damn.
Stopped caring immediately. and what kills me is the fact that Jade's out here is like, if the referee wouldn't have screwed me over or whatever the fuck she was saying about, you know, cause she went for the first time that she went for the pin, she's doing her and her fucking leg hit the rope, and the referee's like, her leg's on the rope. Whose fault was that? Nothing but Jade's fault. All right, she has no one to blame but her dumbass self for being all theatrical and all this shit. And she got her homegirl's foot on the rope, and then she proceeded to get moonsaulted on, prettiest one of all, and then boom, she lost. Who cares? And then she forces herself into the whole fucking situation again. With the and they had that match where she went through, where she like speared her through the whatchamacallit kind of thing.
As about the barricade?
Yeah, where she speared her through the barricade and they lost that way. It's like, well, you lost. Oh
yeah, with the count out shit. Yeah,
like, well,
wasn't Nia Jax's fault though?
No. Nia Jax did not come out there until after the bell was ring.
Oh, you right.
So you know what that means? She lost on her own accord. She was the stupid one to want to do all that stuff outside the ring and put her through the watch.
So basically, because I mean, like, even though...
And then, when they had the match with Nia Jax was in it, that horribly botched fest of a match, she's all like, if Nia Jax would listen, it's a 3-way match. Maybe you should have been smarter with the way you was pinning her in the middle of the ring. Nia Jax wouldn't have been able to get you. That's why he lost that time. And then we're doing the whole thing where we're going to reward bad behavior.
Oh, here we go. We do not reward bad behavior.
I don't know. Maybe I'm parenting wrong. You know, whenever my son does something that I'm not okay with, he gets punished. I take things away. I send him to his room without pay. Okay?
Without pay?
Like, and instead, we're all like, you know what? You did that bad thing. Fine. Go to Saturday Night Main Events and fight Tiffany Stratton since she still wants to. No! It's whatever. She's the champ now.
And that's Nick Aldis, right? That's him making that decision, right?
Well, I mean, at this point, both of them are terrible. Like we need better GMs because these GMs are just not doing it for me, bro.
It's official. Anyway, I felt like it was a decent squash. It wasn't match of the night, but it was a decent squash. It was what we should have got the first time.
Okay.
So you don't think we should have got a squash?
A squash match? From
like first... Jade's presentation, the way WWE, to me, I feel like should have been doing it, was make her as dominant as possible, just like AEW did. That's what made her shine in AEW, is because she's literally Goldberg. She's not that great in certain things, so she needs to do short matches. And what's the best way? Explosion, get it in, 5-6 minutes, get it done.
See, the problem is the fact, like, I would have agreed to that, but because that's not the presentation we've been getting this whole time.
I'm saying that's what we should have got. And and because we haven't, we have this mediocre shit right now.
So like, because of the fact that the female wrestlers on WWE are so much more superior than the female wrestlers on AEW, it's very hard for me to possibly believe that. If Jade Cargill would have started in NXT, we might have had a different conversation. All right. But like, if that's the case, you telling me that I would have had to sit through a squash match between Jade and Asuka?
I'm gonna need you to get
Jade versus
Asuka. Put some credit on my fucking girl Toni Storm, my nigga. Put some credit, bro. She's a damn good wrestler. All right. Put some respect on that fucking name. Anyway, maybe not Asuka. You right. All right. You right. All right. You right. I'm just saying.
Who a better question with what that thought process. Who's she squashing?
Bayley.
Really?
I think she should squash Bayley.
Really?
In a situation that, I mean, if anybody, to me,
role model.
But no, I'm not talking about I'm talking about the appearance of Jade Cargill.
Io Sky.
Okay. Well, technically, she's smaller than her, and that's a David and Goliath
Charlotte
situation.
Flair?
That's definitely not happening. That's absolutely. I'm not even a Charlotte fan.
Naomi.
Nah, because her gimmick is too good.
Oh!
I just told you, nigga. I said, all right. Fucking Julia. Fucking,
NXT talent, okay.
Okay, she's in the main roster now, all right?
But at the time, she was an NXT talent.
Oh, but she's not in there now, and she's on SmackDown with Jade. Boom. You say you want a wrestler, I'm giving it to you. Roxanne Perez. Fucking
what?
Yeah, she can squash her.
What?
She can squash her.
Bro. If you turn up missing, I know what happened.
Nigga, get the fuck out. Are you telling me the IWC is gonna get on me like that?
Bro, Roxanne y'all could definitely see the fact.
I'm just saying, if you were going to do
NXT.
it, trust me, I watched NXT at that time.
You have to excuse him.
No, I'm just saying, if you are going to present her a way
Roxanne Perez like we do.
No, trust me, I like her. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Squish her.
Okay, listen here. Because the presentation for fucking Jade is short matches, explosion. You cannot put her in long fucking form matches. So she has to be dominant because she does not have the ability to wrestle the WWE style. So if you're going to use her, she should be dominating the fucking talent, is what I'm telling you.
At that point, maybe she just needs to go back to AEW.
Maybe.
And squash your girl
No, she's not.
Keep it moving.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not.
But then you look at the people who you was trying to say.
I'm just saying, if they were gonna do the situation, bro, I'm just saying, if in a hypothetical, my nigga, hypothetical.
Listen, number one, Jade Cargill is, in my opinion, she is not big enough to be so metaphorically squashing bitches.
And when we talk about a squash, okay, I'm talking about in the sense of she should be dominating that person in the match physically. Okay, definitely not a Rhea Ripley because they kind of have the same body almost. So like people like her,
it's because of that reason why I can't believe her squashing anybody. It's because of that reason, because we got people like Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see her squashing these girls like that.
But okay, so then if that's the case, if you don't think that's the style she should have, what do you think Jade Cargill should be doing then? Because if she can't even wrestle with the people that she's with right now, what is the point of having her?
That's actually a great question. They need to sit the better thing would be to do is actually have sent her to NXT so that she could get good. Or if she can't get good where the physique matches the moves in the ring, then I either let her go or make her be a tag team. Or, even better, what they did do with her on AEW, give her some backup bitches.
Well, she technically had those at one point with Bianca and Naomi.
But
she wasn't the main attraction.
But see, that's the thing. She... Number one, that is absolutely disrespectful.
Jay was not the main attraction in that group.
No. The fact that you was even going to remotely consider.
No. I'm just saying the fact that you just said put her with some shorties. They put her with Naomi and Bianca.
No. I didn't say put her with some shorties. I said put her with some backup bitches.
Oh, okay. I said. Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to consider them backup bitches at all. I was like, no.
Who backup bitches?
No. Bianca is definitely not a backup bitch. Naomi's definitely. I'm just talking about putting her in a crew. And that's why I said she's not the main attraction in that.
And see, and to even further that whole squash match thing, when you got females like Bianca on the roster, who the fuck she squashing, dog?
Okay, she gotta find something because she can't be like
she needs to find flatbacks.
What the fuck is a flatback?
That's a wrestling school, my brother.
Oh.
She needs to go to the establishment. That's a wrestling school as well. Also, the place where my boys are the tag team champions at. Hell, she could go to a House of Champions. They're expensive.
So you saying she needs to go to a different promotion in general?
No. She needs to go to a wrestling school.
Oh.
And learn how to play to her size and abilities.
She went to the PC. I ain't wrestling school to you?
She didn't stay there long enough. So now, because she's obviously needing it, maybe she needs to go outside the PC. You know what I'm saying? Maybe at the PC.
Maybe she needs to go to GCW like fucking Natty.
You know what? Maybe. Wherever she goes, she needs to go there and learn how to work the body type and frame that she has.
So what you're saying at the end of the day, you do not enjoy Jade Cargill's product currently?
Currently, no. I believe in Jade Cargill as champion as much as I believe as Ricky Stark as our NXT champion.
And them two motherfuckers are in that photo.
Crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, these AEW people that have been coming over the WWE getting these belts, I'm going to need them to do better.
Here's the thing about both of those two, by the way, especially Jade. I don't feel like that reign is going to last long.
Jade?
Yeah.
No. Unless it could.
Well, no, actually, because SmackDown doesn't have a lot going on with their women's division because Charlotte's tag team champion, so she's not going for it. Julia's United States champion, she's not going for it. No. Minchin is definitely not going for it.
She better not. She just got done losing a whole bunch of matches to Julia.
Yeah, and then BFAB is definitely not going for it.
She also just got done losing a bunch of matches to Julia.
So everybody's saying Chelsea Green might be next up.
I mean, they might as well. I believe Chelsea Green more because see, Chelsea Green has
that
everything.
Bitch can wrestle.
There's that part, but then story wise, Chelsea Green has everything she needs.
I didn't mean to call you a bitch, by the way. I respect Chelsea Green,
but she has everything that she needs to be a women's champion and be able to hold it the way that she could. She'd hold it the same way she had it with the goddamn US title,
the Hervis, which get well soon, Piper Niven.
And so like with Jade right now, if they for me to continue to believe it, they need to do something with her to make it, because it's like for her to move forward and then start squashing more people isn't going to make sense to me with the presentation that they've given me, unless they can reach deep down into their storybook conversation and thoughts to find something to make me believe it.
Make her be relentless.
Nothing is going to make me believe
some shit.
Like, and even then, like, I mean, granted, heel turn has activated. This match has happened where she attacked old girl and blah blah blah. What's really going to count is the next one.
And whoever that next person is, you losing.
It's obviously going to be Tiffany Stratton. Don't sigh like it didn't.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean,
she's going to have to fight Tiffany Stratton.
Well, no, I think they might do an injury angle with Tiffany, so she could be gone for a minute.
Which I guess is fair.
Because she definitely needs some off TV time.
But if they do, I don't, unless they do have, I mean, the only other thing I think of is that, and maybe this is where they're going to do it, but then we're going to get into this heel-on-heel situation, is if we're going to have good old Nia Jax show up and let her try and fight Nia.
I wonder how is this going to come into play with Naomi when she comes back, if she's still a heel. That's going to be weird.
Oh, she's going to come back as a heel.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be
actually saw a picture today, of Naomi full prego, boy. She baby pumping, my boy. Like, she out here.
Jimmy was and with Naomi and stuff. So overall, while I had to come to the conclusion that this is gonna happen, I mean, honestly, as people say, Tiffany's title reign has been very stale. It's only because the SmackDown product is not good right now for the women's division.
It's not Tiffany's fault.
It's definitely not Tiffany's fault. This is similar to the situation you've brought up with Eva Marie. This is literally that situation.
It's not Tiffany's fault. Tiffany's fine.
Yeah.
It's just they've given her nothing.
They've given her the same opponents multiple times. It was Nia Jax. It was Jade, Nia Jax.
That's all she's really faced this whole time.
Literally.
Nia Jax and Jade.
She only faced Charlotte one time.
And that was at WrestleMania.
Yep, that was it. And then Charlotte, started hanging out with the crazy girl. You know what I'm saying?
And so
now they're best friends.
Allegedly.
No, they're best friends. Anyway, I'm going on with the fact they're best friends. That match, like I said before, you come to the conclusion you knew that was going to happen. It happened. So where are they going to go with this with Jade? I don't know, and I'm not really ready for this ride because, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Who is going to be her opponent? Unless you bring somebody from Raw, I don't know where they're going to go with that. So it is what it is. But moving on
until SmackDown.
Moving on, we're gonna go to the Luchador. Did you see fucking my nigga has a Luchador mask on his throat?
Oh yeah, it's been. Bro, you have not.
No, but I'm talking about another one he has on his throat too. He has another tattoo from a story he talked about with Stephanie, where he has villain. It's luchador in Spanish, because his first neck tattoo that was that one, but he has another one now. But he was telling the story about he brought his girl to his girl brought him home to his family, And they saw his tattoos, and they would say, "Yo, man, if anything you could do, just don't do the neck." And his first one was that, and then he finally got this one, and he apparently has another one now.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the neck tattoos. They're but you know,
He got that high flying neck.
when you are in a position of making all of the money you could possibly ask for, who cares how much tats you have on?
He got that 619 neck.
So like, but this match was it was so. I'm sure you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the finish with Dom. Like, he's definitely going to be a face. Everybody keeps talking about he's going to be a face soon. And because of moments like last night, you could see it. It's coming. And the whole ringing the bell thing was just pure gold.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Pure fucking gold.
That the part when he rings the bell and Rusev, referee's like, no, that wasn't me. He's like, what do you mean that wasn't you? As you see Dominic.
Yeah, like and you knew that's what happened because nobody, like, the music didn't even play, nothing. Like, so you knew it wasn't the real. So
that was
hilarious. It was just hilarious.
That shit was too funny.
It still did my boy dirty though.
I still feel bad for Penta out here. Penta, just go to Smack.
Yo, did you see how one of his pyros didn't go off? I got so mad because, like, you see three of them go off, the fourth one didn't go off.
Yikes.
Yeah, and it's in the middle of the ring. So it's the one on the far, okay, like if I'm facing the ring, it's the one on the right.
Okay. And
then you just see it's like he does it, and it's like, and you see only three of them go up. You're like, oh.
That's how you know he won't win.
We ain't got enough money for your pyros. But the match was pretty good though.
No, honestly, it was a solid match. Like, and it was a solid match, but it puts me in this position where I'm just like, so what are we going to do now? Like, because like, are we're just really gonna let Dominic run around like this, huh? That's
but 2 belts, 2 belt Dom.
I mean, because for all intents and purposes, Dominic is like the heavyweight champion of the Mexican the Spanish brand, AAA. Mm-hmm. So it's like he is like their head champion. Like he is the king of AAA right now.
Yep.
And he's got the secondary title in WWE. And it's like,
just a matter of time.
It's interesting that they're letting him hold this belt like they are. And he's just getting away with the shenanigans as long as he has. Because I'm more than halfway expected him this to be done by now. Like,
him losing like one of the belts?
Yes.
Which one do you think he would lose?
The Intercontinental title. I figured he was going to drop this Intercontinental title by now. And he would just focus on AAA stuff. But it's
to me, that would destroy his momentum. But I see what you're saying, though. You kind of figured when him winning that belt, he would lose the Intercontinental title to focus on AAA.
I don't see. I don't. And because the fact that he has that AAA title, because once again, like when you line up all the titles that are on AAA, the belt that he has is the tippy top belt.
Yep.
And so it's like I myself don't see how dropping the Intercontinental title hurts him.
It doesn't really. But it just, if he focuses all his attention on AAA, we don't get moments like we did last night.
Sure.
Because imagine if all that happened in AAA. You wouldn't see that shit.
I don't know. Because I've been watching them AAA pay-per-views.
Yeah, but those are the World Collides ones.
And considering the fact that because of what he is, like, I'm sure we would hear about it. I mean, plus he's got everything going on with like
Judgment Day,
the Judgment Day piece.
But again, if we're talking about him being in AAA, have you watched any of their regular shows?
I actually don't know how to be honest with you.
I mean, none of us do.
If I could, I probably would.
Yeah, especially no, that girl was in AEW. No mind, she was on CMML.
Yeah, don't cross those two.
Now. Yeah, don't cross those two. Because Conan would get me. But again, match was really good. I feel like this was, to me, because of that moment, match of the night. Because hard second is the main event. I'm kind of like I'm kind of teeter-tottering the two, honestly.
Oh, because now that because that was a small gripe of mine was the final night. There was literally
Four
four
matches.
matches.
Yeah.
But but no, I can easily agree. But this match was match of the night, not just because of that, but just because out of all the matches, this was the one that I had the least prediction in because
it can go 3 ways, really.
Because it could have gone either way. In my mind, there was a part of me that expected Rusev to win.
Yep.
Rusev was the one who I had in my mind to win. So it's like the fan in me was all like, Rusev's got to take this. The podcaster, the ever so slight analyst,
the booker.
No, not the book. If I was booking it, the booker would have given it to Penta by now.
See, you getting it, my nigga. You getting it, boy. We blood for a reason, bro.
So it's like the fan of me, Rusev, the booker, Penta. The reason why Penta is because Penta has been being dicked around and shafted, and he has been getting fucked this whole time in this title situation.
I mean, he is, but I wouldn't use any of those words, but all right.
What words were you would have used?
The first one that came to my mind was screwed, but
anyway, as we fast forward, with those two, my sneaky feeling of like, all right, I'm pretty sure that with the way that thing's been going, Dominic is probably going to win because the odds are so stacked against him, but I'm going to allow myself to believe otherwise. And because of that, I feel like this match went off without a hitch. Everything about this match was great. It was good. Definitely match of the night. Easy. There was no close contender for match of the night.
So you wouldn't say the main event wasn't at least a second?
No.
Damn.
Actually, it was if it was a sprint in this match was able to beat the time in 55 seconds and got first place, the main event match beat the time at 1 minute and 15 seconds.
How did I know you was gonna go that far? All right, so you telling me, okay, so I'm ranking the pay-per-view is Dom and then my best match of the night. Mm-hmm. That's first. CM Punk second. CM Punk and Jay second.
Of course.
Then Cody.
Yeah.
And then Jade.
Oh, that's exactly how that goes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said.
Absolutely.
So a good second would be the CM Punk match.
Yeah. Comparably speaking, like that first place was like freaking gold medalist Usain Bolt first place. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, G.
And then the rest of the medalists.
Damn, G. That's crazy.
Like,
anyway.
It's because of the fact going into this main event, like, come on.
I mean, we all knew who the fuck was gonna win. We all knew. And if he won, trust me, the internet's already hating this man for whatever reason. You know, him just
for
existing.
all intents and purposes. Because of that factor alone,
they definitely weren't putting the belt on him.
If he would have won, this podcast would have had a completely different energy about it. This podcast would have felt a whole lot different.
I mean, the pay-per-view would have went from this is a solid.
I would have went from to. Hold on, let me rewind that shit. Let me rewind real quick, because the fuck did I just miss?
The pay-per-view to me is a low B. Low B. If he would have won, that shit would have went straight to E.
A low B. It's a solid C for me.
It's like a low B because of the Dominic Mysterio and Penta in the match. That was the highlight of the night for me.
I mean, yes, and I can understand where you come from. Like, still a C though.
It's like, okay, so say if C was 60 points, and to get to B, you gotta get 61 points. That is where it's at for me. It's at 61.
Fair enough.
That's why I say it's a low B.
It's not that close to B for me.
Okay.
Like, if it's for me, it's like it's if it was like what's the word? How do I want to put it? It's like so with that comparison, if what you said, if 61 was a B,
61 was a low B.
If
and 60 was
60 is
the high C.
Is a high C, then this would have fell at like a 57 for me.
Okay.
Like it's
almost touching.
It's solidly a C.
Mm-hmm.
There was potential for it. Honestly, if they would have threw like maybe one more match in there, and it'd be good, it didn't have to be great. It just had to be good. Then maybe we could have gotten to some B territory. But with the 4 matches that y'all gave me, it's not enough ingredients. Not enough ingredients to cook me a satisfying.
So this is Hamburger Helper.
Hamburger Helper made with no extra seasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just straight Hamburger Helper.
Right from box to pan to plate. Right from box plan to plate.
I can't even.
No Everglade seasoning. You know what I'm saying?
Florida Everglades.
You know, like no Parmesan. You know, just straight. You know, straight.
Anyway, but overall with this match, yes, going into it, you knew Jay was not winning this shit.
Absolutely not.
And if you thought he did, you're a fucking moron.
So, you know what would have made this a beep show? If Braun Breaker
showed up
and the Vision showed up.
You mean the Bronze? I don't think they call themselves the Vision.
No, they're still the Vision.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. They just kicked out the leader.
Okay.
But if the Vision would have showed up and just wrecked everything and beat the fuck out of both of them, and the belt remained vacant. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
You know what? Because everybody was saying the fact that, you know, they feel like CM Punk earned it. And granted, they feel like also, even though CM Punk earned it, they feel like he doesn't need it right now.
He doesn't.
He doesn't
need it. And even more so, he did not need to win it over Jay.
The thing about it is because CM Punk is reliable right now to them. Again, to them, they feel like that he's reliable, which on our reality, fans were really wanting Braun to just run that belt. Bro. Because like Braun would be the most believable motherfucker right now to do it.
Braun Breaker. Like, I feel like I don't know why they're waiting to pull the trigger on this man. Like, they should have. He should have been in that battle royal. He should have won, and then he should have came here, and with the help of Vision, he should have gotten the belt.
You know what? I will admit it took me a while to grow and get used to Braun Breaker, because when he was in NXT, it was just like, yeah, he the dog. He's basically, you know, a Steiner, this and that. But it took him being on Raw with, I want to say Braun Strowman, Bronson Reed, that I'm just like, okay, man, he is really growing on me as a character. And, you know, while we knew he was going to be shot to the moon at some point, it was like, oh shit, like y'all already just lit that bitch right now. Why don't y'all just set it off? Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, because I didn't care about him in NXT.
I mean, yeah.
As a matter of fact, the whole NXT 2.0 run, I absolutely did not pay any attention to any of that.
No way.
I didn't watch.
Where the fuck is that nigga right now?
He was kind of cool.
I'm surprised that nigga ain't in TNA.
He's probably playing around the indies somewhere.
He definitely is, but I'm surprised. He'd be totally a TNA person. He'd be a great TNA person.
Probably because I don't know. But like,
can you imagine him with Curry, man? Konnichiwa.
So when it comes to NXT 2.0, I didn't care and watch any of that. And so I didn't really watch the Braun Breaker rise. When it came to Raw finally, him having the Intercontinental title, I think kind of gave him some validity for the most part. But when he dropped it and then joined the Vision, I feel as if like since he's been in the Vision, he's been it. And just with all the stuff that he's been doing,
Paul Heyman being behind him, yes, that also elevates it too. I mean, we all know.
Well, Paul Heyman elevates all of Vision,
Yeah.
but even with that, just the stuff that Braun has done since being a part of Vision,
Yeah, killing Carlito.
exactly. Like he's been having nothing but like super fantastic moments to the point where I feel like they literally did like, wait, Braun, hold on. Let's chill for a moment. Let's boost Brunson Reed up a little bit too, bro. Like let him get a little bit.
That's the thing. Bronson don't need it, man. The tsunami alone, the move alone is, I would say, it makes him over. Like, because when you see it, you're like, oh man, that died, bro.
I mean, I do agree. The tsunami is,
to me, the most protected move in WWE.
So
right
good, and the tsunami is so good. He had to come up with a secondary finisher to make the tsunami even more good.
Yeah, he had to do a DVD.
Like he literally, which honestly, him doing the Death Valley Driver is in my top of like favorite finishers,
especially when Velveteen Dream used to do that. She used to be clean, bro.
He did do a clean one,
yeah,
like, but it's like, a dude like Brunson with the size, it makes the impact legit, and he does it good. And so it's like Brunson, for all intents and purposes, I do agree with you. He did not need the Vision, but being part of the Vision and then what he has done up until this point, now that Braun did let him actually get a little spotlight, because Braun was taking up all that light. Not even on purpose. It's just because he's Braun. But him having his thing with Roman and now pinning Roman, being the first person to pin Roman
in 5 years.
And yes, crazy.
Well, technically Cody pinned him, but yeah,
he was. He is the second person to pin Roman in 5 years. Like that's, which as far as I'm concerned, that boosts him like crazy.
That's the equivalent of what Taker thought that, giving Brock that moment when we know Brock didn't need that. Because, like, where's Brock at with it now? Like,
where is Brock?
He's on the, looking like, apparently he's AI'd into that WrestleMania promo package. Everybody's saying he was AI because his eyes were closed or some shit. They were saying that he looks like AI.
I have to see.
Yeah, I mean, he looks really weird.
I mean, I'm fine with him being gone. It's cool.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, everybody thought the equivalent of him being, beating Taker would boost his streak. It's like, no, like what Taker thought that would do for Brock is what Roman did for Braun. Because that completely makes Braun in any way, shape, or form a fucking threat. Man, I can't tell you how much I love how some of these people be selling that motherfucking tsunami. When Punk gets it, that nigga folds.
Listen, hashtag protect your finish, bro. Protect your finish.
Yeah, WrestleMania was talking about that
y'all
too.
Really we gotta start protecting our finishes out here. Like, because the more we don't, the less you have, in my opinion. Because like Cody Rhodes and John Cena, their finishes are like the most unprotected things I have ever seen in my life. Like
nowadays, yeah, because Cena used to hit you at AA, it was done.
An AA, as far as I'm concerned, is just a normal move.
Yup. Nowadays,
Cody Rhodes is Crossroads. It's
a signature.
It really is. I almost feel maybe you should make because
I really feel like the WWE games kind of may have fucked this up more than anything.
How?
Because now we have the super moves where it's now your move, but it's supercharged. And Cody was definitely one of the first people that got that shit. So you could do 3 crossroads as his super finisher. And with Roman's, that shit makes sense. Roman does the Superman punch and he does the spear. That makes perfect sense.
But see, now, the reason why I would counter saying that makes sense is because all that is doing your signature move
Yep.
and then doing your finish. That's what that is.
What is Cody's signature? Besides the Cody Cutter, but that's not even really a signature.
That I believe would be his signature move, the Cody Cutter.
Which to me is
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's.
Why don't you make the bionic elbow? Like, take your dad's move and make it the signature, bro.
Because that has been watered down to being just a regular move for him.
But if he could, but remember, in every situation, if it's a family member whose legacy is connected to it, it should be more powerful. To me, that's how I feel like it should be.
I mean, that would be great, yeah. but that's not the case.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I don't think he wants to put enough oomph in it. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he may not like attack finishers like some people.
Plus, what was I going? It doesn't
seeing it as a signature doesn't appeal you.
Well, I mean, for all intents and purposes, no. He doesn't use it for setup or anything. It's just a moveset move. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is for Cody. Is like maybe he does need to go dig deep and find a new signature and finish.
I feel like if he did the and then that person's like groggily on the floor, he's just like, and he gets the crossroads. I feel like that'd be okay. Because it's 2 attacks to the head, and in game logic, you doing damage to the head, so you can go from orange to red after doing the signature and the finisher. I'm just saying.
Sure, I'll let you have it. Why not? Why not?
Because that Cody Cutter, man, not everybody could take that shit.
What do you mean?
Because there are a lot of people that either I don't know if it's a Cody issue. I don't know if you ever noticed it. Some people when he tries to do the cutter, they don't position themselves the right way most of the time, and it kind of always looks like a botched move to me.
Oh,
like the situation with Drew, it kind of looked like he almost did a deep 6 for a second, but it was still a Cody Cutter apparently.
I mean, I actually kind of like the way that one looked.
Yeah, but technically, I thought it actually was a reversal, but it wasn't.
No, it was not.
Yeah,
I mean, I can see what you mean with that,
mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, when it comes to Cody and that whole bit, it's like his finisher has been so insequential. If he can find like maybe a second finisher, maybe it'd be fine.
Shattered Dreams.
He can't do that. That's his brother's move.
And Goldust is a WWE product.
Yeah, but he still does that at AEW.
And that's his brother. We got niggas doing other niggas' finishers in the fucking match. Come on, man. Like,
no, that's sure. Maybe you're really reaching right now. Like you're trying so hard. There's nothing there.
Okay, so then okay.
There's nothing there, bro.
Okay. There's nothing there. Then basically the nigga is whack. Literally.
For all intents and purposes, until he can figure out a way to make his finisher like more threatening, sure. I have to agree with that. And that's my guy. I love me some Cody Rhodes. But if it takes 17 crossroads to get across the road to the other side and still have the belt, something's not working. Listen, remember when Roman Reigns was only doing the punch?
I remember. I missed the guillotine when he used to do that shit, man.
Maybe he's trying to protect that.
You know what?
Because up until this point, anytime he's used it, he's won with it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he did it against Cody, But I mean, I don't remember. I don't think he has. But if he did, it would kind of make sense because Cody is such a main event player and all this other stuff. But it's like at the end of the day, if he locks that in, no one gets up from it. As a matter of fact, to show how protected it is, he did the Paul Heyman. You saw how long he was out?
Yup.
He was out for like a goddamn month.
Yup.
So it's like Roman Reigns when he used to do the Superman punch. That used to be his finish.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it got to a point where he had to Superman punch a person against each rope of the fucking ring to possibly get them down. And then he started sparing niggas. And when he started sparing niggas, 3 counts each time. He went on to do his whole Roman Reigns run. And the punch got brought down to a signature. You punch him out, you do Superman punch, boom, wait for it, ooh-ah, spear, black owl, done, finito, okay? Cody Rhodes, when you got to crossroads a person and look at every corner of the ring, it's time to find something new, bro. It's time to find something new.
It is. It is definitely time to find something new. And we found something new with CM Punk being the new champion. And apparently, Jay Uso made an Instagram post where he said, "Y'all win," and he flipped off the audience. I don't know if you saw that.
That's hilarious.
It's a visual of him on the floor seeing Punk hold the belt, and he says, "Y'all win," middle finger.
That's great.
Because, yeah, he's been having, he was on, like, Raw Recap, and he basically let people know, like, how he's been feeling about the, IWC, saying like, "Yo, you're just an entrance. You're just this and that." He's like, "I'm more than just an entrance," and he was finally just like letting out his fury, and he's been just trying to like get back at the haters. And I fucking even after the match, I think it was in the middle of the match. There's a point where Jay is walking by and somebody says something to him, and he wants to say "shut the fuck up," and you see his mouth move to shut up, but he doesn't say it loud. Yeah. So yeah, Jay is they're talking about potentially doing this heel turn, man, but I don't know. I feel like if they're gonna do it, how are they gonna do it? Because you could do a man, I'm tired of seeing the internet type shit, but it's like, but when you go out in these audience and all these kids are doing this,
that'd be great. That'd be something different. A new palette of oos in my mouth. No pun intended. Like I would just prefer something different and something fucking new. Cause right now with Jay, I'm over it. I need him to be. I don't care about this anymore. Like I'm all yeet out. You know what I'm saying?
I need him back in the Usos.
Well, at this point, that's not gonna happen either. They ain't buddy friends no more. He done pissed off his brother and all this other stuff. But if he does a heel turn, that's great. That's great because then he can just be super mean and pissed off oos.
I wonder if his promos will be better if he does it. Like
they don't have to be. They don't have to be better.
Actually, he probably doesn't even talk.
Exactly.
If he just straight do mean shit.
If he just out here, that's all he needs to do. If anything, him turning heel would probably protect him a bit.
Really?
Because he's ass on the mic.
I feel like if he just did the like or something, like just do your sound effects, but like that's it. Cause like just show you like what's his name? The one of the Tongas. He's like that motherfucker.
Oh, please don't do that.
Not like that, but I'm just saying like get your gutter out. Cause like he's good when he gets the gutter out. It's just when he's trying to sound like a babyface is stupid. And I feel like maybe if he could heal it up, which I've noticed that I think Raw and SmackDown has way too many heels and not enough babyfaces. At least red hot baby-faces like Cody and shit like that. Not even Sami Zayn is a baby face.
Oh yeah, sure. Red hot baby faces, absolutely. Red hot baby faces, aka top guys. Yes, they're missing top guys, and that's because they're not building top guys, bro.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They don't have those because they're not trying to make those.
Yeah, CM Punk's talking about retiring. AJ Styles retiring.
Like all the people who they could have as top guys, it's like either they're, as you said, they're on their way out, or they haven't done anything with them since they've come in. Look at Mello. And I don't want.
Oh, you see that meme where it was dragging off with the water at the top of the water, and it's Mello,
what
and then
Mello had to do well. Actually, that's
no, the water one. So you know the meme of the kid that's in the pool with the parent and the kid that's drowning.
Oh yeah,
and the skeleton on the floor. So it's dragging off up here, and then you have Mello, and then you got Montez Ford in the water drowning.
So in that particular, like, now granted, that's actually a little bit of a different situation with Dragunov, because
he came in and got a belt fast though. That's the whole issue.
So no, I get that part.
Yeah.
The thing that I was alluding to is just the fact of, like, you know, the reason why I don't have any red hot baby faces is because, as we all know, TKO they are business people. Okay. It's more big business in suits than it is a wrestling business in WWE anymore. And the problem is the fact when you look at the main event and you see the people who are your top guys, these are people who have extremely well established names, and they have merch that is being sold and pushed through the roof. Okay. Now, the only person who kind of is a little weird in that particular spot would be LA Knight. But I've heard the fact that, you know, through the grapevine, I've heard the fact that, you know, LA Knight has pissed people off at the top, and that's why his growth has been stunted. But neither here nor there. The reason why we're having matches like Punk versus Jey Uso is because those two people going up against each other and being in a match is what's best for business. These are the people who are selling. These are the people who are making TKO the absolute top dollar, most money, getting the biggest eyes on the product. The reason why people like Braun why Braun Breaker isn't there is because, yes, he's good. Yes, people are behind him, but he's not worth as much money as Jay and Punk. Now, maybe some things are going to change once we get past this garbage John Cena moment here. And once he finally retires and we can move forward, that is one less money-grabbing name out of the way. So maybe someone like a Montez or one of these guys can maybe squeeze up into the top. But it's the fact that there are so many people who are big money names that these new guys, because their names aren't worth that much money or doesn't have that same money ring to it, we're not going to see them up until the top until, for all intents and purposes, all these big money names just disappear.
Or if the wrestler doesn't disappear before, due to contracts and shit, which, you know, Aleister Black, you one of them, you know, again, Mello's one of them, the Street Profits is one of them. Like, there's so many different talents, and you're wondering, would they be better anywhere else, or should they just ride it out and hopefully do a Kofi Mania situation when you're in the company for 15 years and you finally get a title that's worth a damn? But the reign wasn't. Like, is it really worth it at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
well, there's obviously a reason why Black left AEW to come to WWE.
Well, he wasn't getting work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, for those exact same reasons, there's a reason why Andrade was trying so hard to the point that he was willing to just force himself to get fired to leave WWE.
I thought that was like a creative control thing. Well, you know, creative thing, yes, but still, I get what you mean.
What, Andrade?
Yeah, I thought it was like, I know besides him like the drug testing thing, but I thought it was he didn't like his direction.
I mean, he probably didn't.
Yeah. I mean, Santos Escobar.
And because listen, and Santos Escobar, He left because he didn't like where
His
his career was going.
Yeah.
But then he managed to, I guess, talk something into them where they figured out maybe we can try this instead with you.
Them niggas didn't want him to go to AEW.
I mean, there is that part too.
Yeah.
That is obviously a big deal.
Which I feel like, honestly, he probably would have TNA instead.
Listen, bro, let me put it this way. No on the TNA, but if you went with the AEW, they probably would have did the exact same thing, which is funny to me. Andrade leaves WWE, okay? All that hoopla.
Mm-hmm.
Goes to AEW to what? Join the Don Callis family?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like Escobar would be okay.
Like,
and you know.
Escobar, if he leaves, either Don Callis family or he's going to go to Ring of Honor where his other little Spanish homies are at.
That's what I'm saying. Him going to AEW, to me, I'd be like, nah, man, just go to TNA, bro. At least they do Ali. They do Ali justice over there. He's not a champion, but, you know, he has a faction that, you know, at least works. His faction, both his factions, never really was good. But I just feel like if he might even be in a program with Matt Santana. You know what I'm saying? I see more of that in his future. Maybe even an X Division champion.
You saying about Matt Santana reminds me I need to go and start watching NXT because Mr. Santana is another one of those. All right, y'all put the belt on him. I can't believe that.
TNA? You mean TNA?
Yeah, TNA. Yeah. I like it.
I can't believe that shit either.
I
I don't want to watch. Like, here's the thing. I know we need to go ahead and wrap up the Saturday Night's main event. Let me wrap that up. We're gonna put a pin on this Mike Santana shit real quick. Overall, because I don't. Anyway, CM Punk wins the belt. Jey Uso loses. We end the show. The show overall, I say, is a low B. You say it's a getting close to a high C, but not all the way there. Funny thing is, normally we get these 5-match pay-per-views. We got a 4-1, but it is Saturday Night's main event. It's not like a pay-per-view.
Yeah, sorry, it's not a pay. It's an event.
It's supposed to be a show, really.
It's like a nice show event.
Yeah, like a Raw,
like an extra episode of SmackDown,
like an old back in the day Raw. Time-wise.
Oh well, yeah, time-wise.
2 hours.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Just with less matches and
actually, Raw back in the day used to have like at least 4 matches and even storylines.
Had more than 4 matches.
I'm talking about like the Attitude Era type shit.
Yeah, they had more than 4 matches.
Yeah, but they still had backstage segments that was
yes,
still
they had, and they had plenty of this show was all matches, no backstage anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But even with that, what they did back in the day, they would still have these matches and still have like almost 5 matches in a show with backstage segments and still do it in 2 hours.
Yes, and it'd be
crazy.
And it'd be great.
It'd be great.
Great.
But yes, the show Saturday Night's main event was okay show. Do you have any final thoughts besides it being very predictable?
Nope.
All right.
There's nothing more to say than like, all right, I saw this coming. Some of the ways that they presented it was kind of cool. Outside of that, like, all right.
So I got 15 minutes from Mike Santana, bro. I don't believe you, my nigga. I don't, bro. I miss LAX. I miss Power and Glory. I know you and your partner were not cool. Granted, I like the name of your moves. I like the name of your moves. Spin the block. You know what I'm saying? Chalk them out. Like, all cool moves. You as a heavyweight champion don't believe it. Don't believe it. You were like, what? HOG, House of Glory champion? Okay. Believable. Not TNA main champion. Nah. Trick Williams was, even though he wasn't even on the show, he was a better champion. Am I wrong? Trick, actually, we all know he's been getting good. But I'm gonna ask you a question. If not Mike Santana, then who?
So depending when it comes to like the layout that they had, it's kind of funny that you say that because with the layout that they got right now, it's kind of hard to say. Honestly, I would have probably picked.
I would have picked. You know, this is gonna be controversial. I would have picked, and the only way it could happen was because of that title, that the call your shot, Kazarian.
Kind of.
I would be okay with that because he's a shit. He's a shitty and grin, heel.
So
And he could be a transitional champion.
when it comes to to rewind with how everything had went down, I would have actually given the title back to just because of like how the storyline was and the way things were going. I would have gave the belt back to Joe Hendry. That's what I would.
Well, I mean, he's getting ready to go to NXT.
Well, he get ready. I think technically he's already there.
Yeah,
but even with that, like that's where I would have went, because Trick Williams and Joe Hendry had this whole thing going on, and for all intents and purposes, every time Trick has not got a clean. Trick never beat Joe Hendry clean type situation. And so because of that bit, unless I missed something, so please correct me if I did, but from what I've seen, and I'm pretty certain, Joe Hendry he lost that title and it was illegitimately lost type situation.
Isn't he also still recovering because he hasn't done a match? He's just done backstage segments.
So that's a good question.
Was it a shoulder injury or something like that?
I actually don't know. I missed that. If there was an injury of some sort. But I would have did Joe Hendry getting the belt back. And then after Joe Hendry getting the belt back, then figure out some TNA talent to come up and da-da-da-da-da.
I'm looking at their roster in my brain right now. And
because unless you was going to give it to Elijah.
No. I'm gonna keep it $150 with you. I should never see Elijah with a heavyweight title.
Damn.
I should never.
What?
I should never.
That's rude.
I don't like his character. I appreciate his I just don't like it. I don't like the character.
Damn. That's crazy.
I don't like the character. You know what I'm saying? The whole, I know with the Walk Elijah, I understand his faith. I understand it has nothing to do with that. I just don't like the character. Maybe it's because I haven't seen the product of TNA and what he's done there.
Now, I'll be honest, I have not seen what he's done in TNA myself.
But even when he was
because when he was in WWE?
That's the reason why. And it's basically the same character.
But so with in WWE, because I don't think he ever did, but I feel as if he should have been Intercontinental Champion.
I would even give him that. Give him an X Division title or something like that.
And with the way that he wrestles, when they let him do his thing, I would have at least had him, in WWE, he is easily a main event jobber, bro. In WWE, he could have easily been a main event jobber, but they dicked around his character. And
I think that might have been what has fucked it up for me, is because the presentation of how they dicked him around.
It's like watching Chavo Guerrero in WWE, and then when he went to TNA, it was all I just can't believe Chavo Guerrero actually being good. No. It wasn't TNA. It was when he was in the bit that I saw when he was in Lucha Underground.
Nah, he was an okay person. I would never see him with a heavyweight title, but his character to me was better in Lucha than it had ever been anywhere else.
That's correct. But if you are someone in my shoes who had only watched him in WWE,
yeah,
and that famous image of him defending his
whiteness,
No,
that one is a part of it.
That's a completely different person. I'm talking about when he was the ECW champion.
No. That was Chavo, though.
Once again, different person. Corin White is not Chavo Guerrero.
God,
when Chavo Guerrero was the ECW champion, and Kane came out there at WrestleMania that I was at, made my night. And Kane came to the ring. They rung the bell. He choke slammed him and he pinned him 1, 2, 3, and he lost the belt. Like jobber Chavo Guerrero in WWE.
But do you believe he should be having a decent match with Kane though?
When you look at how he was booked when he was with Eddie Guerrero, yes.
Okay, but again with Eddie Guerrero, unfortunately at that
when he was booked with Eddie Guerrero, yes, of course. But going off of that though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you see that same person doing the shit that he was done in Lucha Underground?
Wait,
do you know how weird that looks?
Honestly, because of Lucha Underground itself, And okay, his first match was against Blue Demon. And that to me made sense because his whole gimmick was using a steel chair. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the whole thing. So like the way they presented him there, it kind of made sense. Like you have to use an item to be somewhat even, able to win this match. A match against somewhere like Kane, no prep, no live cheat, still no nothing. I should not see Chavo have a decent match with him. Should not.
But the thing was, for me, is just the fact that after that match, he proceeded to just have bad matches, losing to people who prior it would make sense for him winning. Like when you see someone just losing and losing and losing and losing, and then you see them go to another company and then they start winning, that shit don't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, like Elijah, has he not been winning in TNA?
Well, he's actually been hurt for the longest time.
Oh,
he fucked up his bicep or something.
But I did watch him. He had a title match with Joe Henry. I did watch that.
Yes, but it was like, so from what I have seen, they've been, because once again, when I finally started really looking at TNA, and was paying more close attention to it, Elijah had literally just got hurt at that point. So it's like I missed when he showed up, type thing. But it's like he is in the main event spot in TNA. But I feel right now TNA is in this weird space where like it's real, like a lot of their main eventers are in these groups. Cause like Mustafa is, for all intents and purposes, in their main event spot. Moose is in the main event spot. But it's like
Nick Nemeth.
Yeah, Nick and them. But it's like they've just been in the, well, for Nick and his brother, they've been in the tag team.
Yeah,
so that's why.
But he's a main event guy.
He is a main event guy, but he has for all intents and purposes, the tag team is kind of sort of the mid card. So he's been playing around the mid card land,
and doing TikToks,
and doing that stuff. And it's like with the groups that have these head honchos in them, the groups are fighting each other, but the title is out of the picture, kind of thing. And so it's like, because that happened, and also because Trick has been the champion this whole time, it's really hard to pinpoint who is the TNA, title picture.
I'm
right
really
now.
going down their roster in my brain, and I'm just like, bruh. Like I was thinking, maybe Eric Young,
but Eric Young right now
he's losing.
Well, yes. And he's in a weird space with kind of like he's trying to find direction.
Yeah,
I don't think he has a faction.
I thought he has like some sicko group or some shit like that.
He did, and I don't know what happened to that group.
Either way, TNA's product,
they're trying.
Yeah, they're trying, but like, yeah, Mike Santana, it's not you, bro. It's not you.
See, that's why I'm going to make it a point to catch up on my TNA. Because at this point, I'm in a space where I'm like, all right, Mike Santana I got to watch him to see how he proves his worth of being a champion.
Let's go. I'm going to have to see TNA after Bound for Glory, which was Bound for Glory, right?
You're talking about the last pay-per-view?
Yeah, that was Bound for Glory.
Don't watch that. Watch the next one, because what they did which kind of like threw me off, which is the reason why I haven't went back and watched TNA, because after Bound for Glory, they didn't have an actual show. They had like one of those like review shows. Yeah, that completely threw me off too, bro.
They haven't done that in years.
I was so ready to watch TNA after Bound for Glory, and as soon as I turned that bitch on, I saw them two standing there. I'm like, click. I'm a fucking stream. I'm a stream. I'm gonna get on my stream. Twitch, swag switcher. That's what I did.
Oh my
so
god!
I was just like, but yeah.
Any other thoughts about this wacky week of wrestling before we end it off? Because there really isn't much else to talk about besides being angry for wrestling fans.
That's straight. I mean, I will say we need to double check and make sure there's no pay-per-view next week.
Please God, please God, I need a break.
Because if there is not, then we can absolutely actually sit down and
the Giants episode.
Oh,
or the the wrestler classes.
we'll put that in the parking lot brawl because that's something that definitely needs to be talked about. But I think next week we should have a chance to just kind of talk about the foolishness that is just going on in general, with just because like we haven't been talking a whole lot specifically about AEW the product, just their pay-per-view, because the product is
I mean, technically the product is the pay-per-view.
yeah, but it's like
I mean, yeah, you talk about the week stuff, but like everything does boil down to the pay-per-view. That's the reason why you're there.
Yeah, well, like we've talked about what it has boiled down to without really having that good chance to touch on how stupid some of the things have happened, which is why we're like we still got to talk about the whole, how we got Mercedes Moné in the tag team tournament. She is like
we got to talk about that.
There are things.
Yeah.
There are things that need to be discussed and talked about and obliged. But yeah.
No. I just remember that. Yeah. No.
See?
Yeah, no.
There's hopefully next week. We'll get to it.
Well, as always, guys, the ring is sacred. The questions are always ruthless, but the destruction is guaranteed. It's the Masaku.
It's your boy. Swag switch in the
I
building.
really don't want that shit happening.
There it is.
Guys, you have a good one. Until next time, please.
Next time.
Go ahead, chokeslam the like button, tombstone the subscribe button. We'll be seeing y'all next week. We're out. God, please don't let that happen. I swear to God that she gets that fucking show.